turn the aircon off. Hi, my favourite people. Welcome back to another video. 2 in a week. Who am I? I'm going to film again today what I eat in a day because the response has been great for them, so I feel like got to give you guys what you want. So today is just a working day. I'm here, there and everywhere. I was up early this morning for a doctor's appointment and I brought the camera with me because I knew that I'd probably stop and either get a coffee on the way home or some kind of breakfast. But it didn't take as long as I thought. No point me getting a coffee out when I'm just going home now to work so I can make a coffee. But I am starving, so I did pop in to Iceland, Poundland and Wilko because I had a spare half an hour, so I thought I'll go in there and I picked up a few bits which I'm actually going to show you when I get home. I'll do a little bit of a haul, but it's just too hot in the car to do it now, and I've got some ice lollies, so I want to get back ASAP so that I can pop these in the freezer. But because I'm eating, I'm going to sit here, eat this and then head home. But I've just got some melon medley. I don't really like buying it in packets just because it works out so expensive, but because I'm on the go, it is something I tend to grab for a snack. Definitely melon. I don't know, I just really like melon. It's a speedy fruit, so it's great for your weight loss and just satisfies me. So I'm gonna sit and eat this and then we will literally get home. I'll unpack the shopping that I've got and I will show you everything that one is eating today. But I hope you're all okay. Let me know what your favourite melon is. Is it watermelon, cantaloupe, I believe that's called, the orange one, and then honeydew? Let me know which one's your favourite. I'm back. Let me show you what I got. So I'll start off with whatever I've shoved in this bag. Mixture of Poundland and that tap is so annoying, the little boy there. It's a mixture of Poundland and Wilko. So I bought a little microfiber duster for the dust. I bought 2 toilet rolls, so random and really not cost effective, but hello my darling. But I didn't want to carry a big, because I was walking quite a way, I didn't really want to carry a big pack of toilet roll, but we needed some, so I just bought 2. Not great. Then I got some mini Oreos. These are 90 calories or 4.5 Syns for a bag. I like these because they're individually packaged, whereas if I was to have like a pack of Oreos, you know, like the normal ones, I'd eat the whole lot. So for me, portion control is great when it comes to like things like this because I can just have 1 packet with a cup of tea and I know I'm only having 4.5 Syns. They're also great if you're going away and you're staying away for the night, or if you've got a car journey, or if you're doing a packed lunch for work, then these mini Oreo packets are great. This was from Poundland, but you can get them quite a lot of places. Drain and blocker just for the bath. Some tea lights. These were Poundland because I got this, which I thought was really cute. It's a little tea light wax burner. I've got like the standard white one that everybody has, but I wanted one for the front room, and our coffee table's kind of like this vibe with the black, so I thought that would go quite nicely. So yeah, that was Poundland. My favourite wipes, the coconut ones, the multi-surface ones are really nice, and then I just got the fuchsia and acai berry floor wipes as well, so we're always having to wipe up after me go. Then pasta and sauces, my favourite ever, the tomato, onion and herb. This is half a Syn for the lot. I make mine with water. And then I've also got the chicken and mushroom one as well, which I believe is half a Syn. I'll just double check on that app for you. Yeah, half a Syn for those, so they're great to have as a lunch, take into work, pre-make them, a lazy dinner. Great to have in. I needed to stock up. And then I got some fabric conditioner. It smelled really nice. It's the Wilko's own brand. Ever since somebody's told me that they're struggling, Wilko, as in like the business is struggling and potentially closing down, I've been like, oh my god. So I wanted to get some bits in there if I could, rather than buying, you know, the other stuff. And then where was this from? Poundland. It's just basically like a dupe of fry light because I go through that so often. Some crunchies. Again, let me thing is, like with things like this, they all vary in Syns because there's different sizes. So even though you think you know the Syns of something, like there's different sizes crunchies, there's different sizes curly whirlies. But you didn't know that. I think there's like a bigger and a smaller one. So I always just like to scan just to be sure. So these are 6 Syns each. These ones are the 26.1 gram ones. I think that was everything. Yeah, that was everything that I got there. I'm going to pop this away and then I'll move on to Iceland. I went in there for cauliflower rice because I'm going to do an Uncle Ben's sweet and sour chicken curry tonight, and I wanted to opt for cauliflower rice over normal rice. So I went in there for that, but obviously came out with other bits because that's how we go. So some strawberries, because these looked really nice. They looked like super fresh and super juicy and voluptuous. So got some strawberries, got some lighter sweetened dairy whipped cream. This is 1.5. I'm gonna scan because again, even though I've been doing this for years, I sometimes can't remember. 1 Syn for 10 grams. So I tend to have this with milkshake, I tend to have it with strawberries, desserts, pancakes, waffles, whatever it is, you know, that cream can go with. I highly recommend this one from Iceland. So yeah, pick that up. Some salad. This is just standard mixed leaf salad, washed and ready to eat. Got some yogurt for breakfast, fat-free Greek style Iceland yogurt, which is Syn free. Got some peppers for our curry tonight. And then these are the best in the world ever. I've spoken about them on my Iceland video a couple of months ago. The chicken skewers in the frozen section. So it's 3 for £10. I got the sweet chili chicken skewers, the barbecue chicken skewers, and the chicken breast skewers. I will tell you the Syns, of course. At this point, I feel like I'm just like a Syn calculator. I hope you guys think I'm more than just a Syn calculator. These ones are the barbecue ones, and they are 1 Syn per skewer. Really decent in size, and all you do is you can pop them in the air fry for like 12 minutes and they're perfectly done. If you don't have an air fry, you can pop them in the oven for 35 minutes. Sweet chili chicken. These are 1.5 Syns each per skew. And then lastly, just the plain ones are half a Syn per skewer. So yeah, 3 for £10. You get 4 in a pack, I believe, and they are a really big size. You can't really see, but I think I'm gonna have some of them for lunch anyway today, so you'll be able to see the size. Got some Cathedral City cheese. This is just the normal one, not the lighter one. 30 grams of this for your healthy extra. It was on offer, that's why I got it. Talking about the cauliflower rice, this is what it looks like. 4 steamed bags of cauliflower rice, Syn free and speed. So if you're doing an SP day, these are great to have in the freezer to have instead of normal rice. And then lastly, it wouldn't be an Iceland trip without some ice lollies. I got something different this time because I always tend to get the same ones. Fabs. And then I got these like strawberry milkshake ones because they got like the vanilla ice cream in the middle of them, and I feel like that sounds real good. It's a strawberry ice lolly with vanilla ice cream center. These are 60 calories, so 3 Syns each. And then these ones, Fabs, which I love because you get a bit of chocolate, you get a bit of sweetness. Hundreds and thousands. Like my favorite ice lolly ever of all time is a Knobbly Bobbly. And I feel like these remind me of a Knobbly Bobbly because you get the hundreds and thousands with the chocolate. These are only 4 Syns each. So ice lollies are a great low calorie, low Syn option when you need something sweet, especially after dinner. So yeah, if you don't have a fridge full stocked of ice lollies, then I really recommend doing it. So yeah, that's everything I got. I thought I'd show you because we're spending the day together whilst I show you what I'm going to eat. I'm going to make some breakfast in a minute. This looks like some sort of experiment, doesn't it, with all the jugs and the glasses? Anyway, I'm making an iced coffee and I thought that I would show you. So I normally also ignore the banging. I put my trainers in the washing machine. I normally, right, this is like, as you can see here, it's a mess, but this is like the proper coffee station. So Bear, my fiance, is completely and utterly obsessed by coffee. He is a coffee connoisseur, coffee snob, call it whatever you want to call it, but him and his friends, I've not known anything like it. So we've got like a proper coffee machine, a blender, all of the beans in the world, all of the frothers, you know, if you get coffee, you get coffee. And I try and use the machine, but it just never works out as nice as he does it. So whenever he's not here, sometimes when I can't be bothered to wait for it to heat up and blend the beans, I will just make like my own instant one. So I'm going to show you that because not everybody has a coffee machine. I'm just going to use this one. It was on Club Card offer. I've had it for a while now. It's sin free. It's just basically coffee granules, you know, like granulated coffee. Sweet, soft, almond and cookie like notes with a light silky cream. Really recommend this. Not too strong, not too bitter, but gives you a nice kick if you need it. Now I don't have like a massive one. I'm just going to be having an iced coffee in this little glass. Weighed up my milk. Now I always do it because I could easily over drink milk and not count Syns for it and just say, oh yeah, it's my healthy extra. And just to show you, you can have 250 mils of semi-skimmed, sorry, as your healthy extra. And when you look at it, it's not actually that much, especially if you make like milky iced coffees. So if you're not getting the results you think you deserve and you think you're sticking to it to a T, definitely make sure you're measuring your healthy extras, your A's and your B's to the dime, because it can, you know, be the reason why you might not be getting what you think you deserve. Anyway, so what I do is I just make like a normal coffee like you would in another glass. So I've just boiled the kettle, so I'm just going to go ahead and put a teaspoon of coffee into here, and I'm just going to add a little bit of boiling water just to kind of dissolve it, probably just up to here. Once that's dissolved and I've let it cool down for a bit, I'll just pop it in with my glass with ice. I'll pop in however much milk that I need. I'll then just keep this in the fridge and use it for another coffee in a couple of hours. And then for syrups, I've got some options to show you. So this one I have been loving at the moment. It's the one that you kind of get in the coffee shops, you know, but this one is a no added sugar one. I found this in Tesco, and you can have 2 tablespoons of this for half a Syns. So it's really, really low salted caramel. However, these are just oldie but goldies. I need to stock up. Coconut Delight, I love a coconut coffee, and also the salted caramel Skinny Food Co. These are both Syn free. They're just basically drops, and you just drop them into your coffee, mix it about, and then you've got yourself a healthy extra A Syn free coffee. So let me show you. I'm gonna make some waffles. So I made them the other day on my Instagram, and so many people were asking for the recipe, so I wanted to save it for a video so that you can look back at this whenever you want to go ahead and make it. Basically, all you need to make it like a waffle is some kind of like waffle mold. I used to have a waffle maker, but it went all like rusty and old because we've had it for years. So I saw loads of people using these. I think I just got mine from Amazon. I'll leave it linked below, but you can get them on eBay, Amazon. You can get them on like places like Shein now, that new app that everybody's on, that Temu app. So yeah, I've just got like a red silicone mold. The only thing that's quite annoying with this, if you've got the same air fryer as mine, the Swan Dual one, this doesn't fit in the drawer of it. It kind of like sits up like that. So when I first did them, I tried it in the air fryer because I just basically cook everything in the air fryer. But where this is too big for the tray, the mixture when I poured it in kind of like all seeped and it went a bit weird. So I'm gonna try and find like a smaller one that I can fit into my air fryer, because it would just be so much easier popping it in there instead of having to turn the oven on. But because I wanted to show you the recipe, I popped the oven on and we're just gonna cook it in the oven. So the ingredients you need for this is gonna be part of our healthy extra B. I say waffle, it's obviously not gonna be like a sweet Belgian waffle that you get at Casper's, let's be honest, but it's basically like a a sweet breakfast option using oats as your healthy extra B, and you can kind of like make it as sweet as you want, but I'll just show you. For me, it's more what of the toppings that make it sweet for me rather than the base of the waffle, if that makes sense. So you could just make like the standard waffle base and then add all of the toppings on top to make it extra delicious. Anyway, 40 grams of oats, no need to blend them or whisk them, blitz them. You don't need to do that, just keep them like whole, I guess. So 40 grams of that is your healthy extra. Then inside of it, we're just going to use the Greek we're just going to use the Greek yogurt that I picked up earlier from Iceland, probably around 3 to 4 heaped tablespoons of that. Then to make it a little bit sweet, I am going to be using some canderel. I personally don't sin my canderel unless I'm using 3 tablespoons of more. I'm going to use 1.5 tablespoons of this in with the mixture. Then again, with baking powder, there is Syns within baking powder, but I'm going to be using like half a teaspoon, maybe not even that, so I'm not going to sin it personally, but if you want to, then just check the app. And that will kind of be the mixture, and it seems a bit plain: oats, yogurt, baking powder and sweetener, but I am going to chop up some strawberries and put that within the mix. So I've got some nice fresh strawberries. I'm not going to be using many because there's this whole controversy, that word, with sinning cooked fruits. But because I'm literally going to probably use like maybe 3, I was going to say tomatoes then, tomato waffle, and maybe 3 strawberries, I'm not going to sin it, but I'm just going to look now cooked strawberries on the app just to give you the information if you want it. Strawberries that are pureed or cooked, 200 grams of that is 3 Syns. So per 100 grams, it's 1.5 Syns if you're cooking it or whatever. I'll weigh out just so we can see how much 1.5 Syns would be of 100 grams of strawberries if you wanted to do that. And then I'm really going to chop them finely, these strawberries, and add them to the mixture. I'll show you what I mean. And then all I'm going to do is spray this with fry light. I've got the butter fry light, which I find I prefer when it comes to sweet things. You don't want to be using the garlic fry light, let me tell you. And you definitely don't want to be using the, is it the, what is it? You know, the one with the purple lid? You don't want to be using that because this is meant to be sweet, not spicy. So yeah, so we just fry like that. And then for the toppings, I'm going to do some whipped cream. Gonna get a whoop whoop with a whipped cream. Gonna do 1 Syns worth of whipped cream. Obviously some fresh strawberries on the top. And then it wouldn't be a waffle with a little bit of caramel sauce. This is the Sweet Freedom caramel syrup for coffee and drizzling. And this one is half a Syn for a teaspoon, so we'll see how much of that we need. We're going to do 4 strawberries, I reckon 4, oh my god, I forgot, eggs. Duh! Eggs, you're going to need eggs. Oh, this, I bet you I don't have any. Oh my god. You are winding me up. Oh no. Oh no. I don't have any eggs. Fish fingers. Don't have any eggs. Does that matter? Does that matter? I don't know. We've got this far. I can't be scrapping this whole idea. We're gonna try it without eggs. Normally my recipe, I would use 1 egg, 1 large egg. So if you've got an egg, pop it in. I don't know if it's gonna make a difference. It might make a world of difference. And this might be an utter flop, but we're gonna give it a go. Guys, after all, you need an egg. Big fat fail. You're not ready for it. It looks like mashed potato. I'm very upset. Look at it. The thing is, it smells unreal, and I know it's going to taste nice because the strawberries smell amazing, and you know, you can smell the oats and the sweetener and the caramel syrup. I'm still 100% going to eat this. It is still edible. It just, I think, one, does better in the active fry, and two, definitely needs an egg. The other side's not too bad. I am just going to top it with loads of strawberries. I'm probably not going to do the cream because it's been a bit of a fail. If it was waffles that were nice and crispy and you had the caramel sauce on top, then I would add some cream on the side. I'm not going to do that. I'm still going to eat it. I've chopped up some strawberries here, which I'm literally just going to scatter. At the end of the day, it all go. If your food never looks good, don't worry, because at the end of the day, you're mushing and mushing and mushing it in your mouth, and then you're swallowing it. Like, it all goes down the throat the same way, so it doesn't matter if it doesn't look good. So this, guys, I hope you're feeling inspired, is Slimming World how not to do waffles. Basically, add your egg, and then it will be, honestly, work out perfectly. And put it in the active fry if you've got one, because it just makes it crispier. So yeah, I'm just going to drizzle a bit of this Sweet Freedom caramel drizzle on top. Like, again, I should measure this, but I know I'm not using more than a teaspoon, so that's half a sit. We're going to sit down together and we will do a first bite together, but we've basically got some mushy waffles and some strawberries, which will still taste delicious. So let's go sit down and eat them. Set you up and let's see. So like the bottom, it's fine. Oh my god, look at that caramel sauce dripping off. And with a strawberry, it still tastes unreal. It's just hasn't come out the way I'd like it. Like, it still tastes as good if you did it without an egg as if you did it with an egg. But I just feel like for it to come out like waffles, it would be better to do it with an egg. But it's still delicious. Do you know what I think makes it? The cooked strawberry. It really does add something to it, and you really do need some kind of like syrup. So I highly recommend that Sweet Freedom syrup. I think you can get it on their website. You can get it in most of the supermarkets now, and Aldi sometimes even do it in their special buys. So yeah, it was a fail on the way it looks, but it tastes good, so that's all that matters. So we've used our Healthy Extra B. We've used half of our Healthy... Oh, you would have seen in the clips as well that I fast forward that I added a little bit of milk. I don't think you need it. Maybe that's what went wrong actually, because I didn't add milk to my original recipe. I do all the same ingredients that I spoke about, but I just add an egg instead. So maybe scrap the milk, but I did use a little bit more milk out of my milk that I've measured for the day. So yeah, we've used, I'm gonna say a Syn, because I did put a bit of caramel syrup in with the mixture, and then half a Syn's worth on top. So we've used a Syn plus Healthy Extra B, and then Speed, and all the other rest of it was free. So I'm just going to sit and eat this in approximately 3 seconds, because I am the world's fastest eater. It's time to have some lunch now, but do you know what I think I'm going to do? Because that breakfast has filled me up, so I had the waffles and the melon, I'm not like super duper hungry, and I think I'm gonna have an SP day today, although I'm not actually sure on the rules of yogurt with SP day. I know before you couldn't have it, and then I think you could have it if it was fat-free natural yogurt, but not Greek style yogurt. I'm not 100% sure. I'm waiting to hear back from my consultant whether Greek style yogurt is part of the SP plan. If it is, if it's not, I'll leave it on the screen here, because by the time this goes up, she would have replied to me. So regardless if it's not, I'm still classing it as a SP day, because my dinner this evening is going to be Speed and Protein and Syns. So yeah, I feel like it's an SP day without it intentionally being one, but it's going to be great for my weight loss this week. Anyway, I'm going to have 2 of the plain chicken skewers. Like, I'm going to just do like a picky plate. So I'm just going to pop 2 of these in the active fry, and then I'm just going to slice up a pepper, and then I'm going to chop some of these nice multicoloured tomatoes, and just like snack on that, and then snack on the skewers and kind of have it like that. And then I'll probably have like a packet of crisps maybe, or an apple for afters with potentially a cup of tea. I don't fancy another coffee, so I might make another cup of tea with the rest of the milk I've got and then save a little bit of that for a cup of tea tonight. But yeah, I'm just going to pop these in the Active Fry. I've got these little silicone cases, although I think the skewer's bigger than that, so they might just have to go in the Active Fry. I call it the Active Fry, but it's the air fry. I'm just so used to saying Active Fry. I'll show you the size of these now. So these ones were half a cent each, weren't they? This is the size of them. They're a bit girthy. Oh my god. Yeah, this is the size of them. So they are nice and generous. So actually they do fit. They fit perfectly into my little compartment. So I'm just going to pop them in the air fryer on 200 degrees for 12 to 14 minutes, and then I'll slice up my veg. And I will show you all once it's presented on my plate. I might need a little bit of a barbecue dip, mightn't I? We'll see. You just can't go wrong with a picky lunch. These are what the skewers look like. I've just got a tablespoon of the barbecue crucial sauce, which is half a sin. I've cut up a bit of a pepper, and then I've got my tomatoes, so 1 sin, kind of protein plus sin for the chicken, so half a sin each. Peppers a speed and tomatoes a speed, and then I've got half a sin's worth of barbecue sauce. I feel like we just eat everything together now. I feel like I need to make it like a thing. Chloe's first bite. Let's move that out of the way. So smother it in barbecue sauce. Blow. Mmm, that's so yum. A lot later now, as you can probably tell from the lighting. Just got back from my evening dog walk and I am preparing some dinner. It is just myself this evening, so I'm gonna make something that Bear doesn't typically like, just because I might as well. And I also have chicken thigh fillets that I need to use. Normally for this recipe I would use just normal chicken breast, but sometimes I feel like thigh is a bit more juicier, it's a bit tastier, so I'm not too fast. So I've just got some Tesco chicken thigh fillets, skinless and boneless. Any visible fat on there I will just cut off, and then they'll be sin-free and protein. Then we are having the Uncle Ben's original sweet and sour chicken jar. If you didn't know, this is the no added sugar one, and it is only 6 sins for the whole lot, and it does 4 portions. So 2, 4, 6. What's 6 divided by 4? 2, 4, 1.5. Oh my god, I'm actually getting the calculator out. 1.5 sins per portion, which is nothing, and this is so nice. It is basically, we're gonna read out what it says. No, it's not going to describe what it is it? Basically sweet and sour sauce. So inside it's got like carrots, tomatoes, onion, pepper, pineapple, and all of the flavorings and all the, probably not the great stuff for you, but tastes good. So it tells you on here how to kind of like cook it. So it says to brown off 400 grams of diced chicken breast. I here have obviously got the fillets and I've got 600 grams, that's fine, that's absolutely fine. Then it says to add sliced peppers and spring onions, add the contents of the jar, stir and cook for a further 4 to 5 minutes, and then serve with your favourite rice. So because I don't have any spring onions, I've just done an extra pepper, so I've kind of got like half of a red, half of a yellow, and then a whole orange one. I'm going to use the whole of this jar because I'm going to have it for tomorrow lunch as well, and then I'm going to have it until it runs out. And then that's why I went into Iceland for the cauliflower, because I'm going to serve it with cauliflower rice. So yeah, if you don't know about this jar, it's really nice. I also love to do the corn chicken nuggets and do it like a sweet and sour chicken ball kind of chicken dish. So delicious, but I'm just going to use the chicken thighs today. And that is what we're going to have. So hopefully that's given you another idea to add to your menu plan for next week on a SP day, because this, full of speed, even more speed, because cauliflower is classed as a speed veg, and then protein, and then 1.5 sins, because we're allowed 10 sins on Slimmer World on a SP day. It's all done. So we've got the sweet and sour sauce, the chicken, the peppers, all nice and cooked on a low and slow heat. And then my cauliflower rice is done, so I'm gonna plate her up. Delicious. I am editing as the day is going, basically, so I'm editing on the same day as I've eaten, and I'm just sat on the sofa. The lighting is horrific. I'm thinking about dessert. Now I definitely want something sweet, like 100%, but I'm exhausted and I can't be bothered to make anything like that's gonna require any effort. So I do think we are just gonna pop the kettle on, make a cup of tea, use the remaining of that milk, make a nice milky cup of tea, and I'm gonna have some of those Oreos that I bought earlier. I think the mini packet, were they 4.5 Syns? So I just totaled up the Syns that we've had so far. We've had 4 Syns so far, so add another 4.5. I can do that maths, it's 8.5 Syns. So I think that is what the day is going to end on. It's been a really good day. I'm gonna make a cup of tea, I'm gonna get into bed, and we can finish off the vlog together when I've got a nice milky cup of tea. But I just wanted to tell you what we've had since, because when I'm editing this now I realise that I haven't really been adding them up as we go along. So if anyone's gonna, like, I guess, do this day, completely copy it and do it this day, then I wanted you to know that we've done 4 Syns so far, and we're gonna have another 4.5 with a packet of Oreos and a nice cup of tea. Please ignore my pigtails. I always sleep with like low pigtails, I don't know why, but anyway, I got my milky cup of tea and then my little mini pack of Oreos, which I'm gonna eat, and then brush my teeth, and that would literally be the day done. So yeah, thank you so much for being here and for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you enjoyed that there was 2 videos this week. Let me know if you want me to continue pushing these videos more over like other random ones, because I literally don't really know what to film. Like, my life isn't interesting, so if I was to do like a daily or weekly vlog, it would just be boring, and all I'd be doing would be talking about Amigo and talking about food, so it would kind of be no different to what I do now, really. I don't know, let me know if you've got any video suggestions. If you're bored of seeing these what I eat in a days, let me know what else you'd like to see. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Love you all so much, and I will chat to you all in the comments if you leave me one. Bye.